Hello guys, welcome to Obidia Talk Show. How are you all doing? So today's video we are going to make head bonnet. Okay, you can wear it out. You can use it for you can also wear it at home. In fact, this is both sleeping and outing head bonnet. Yeah. So as you can see, I have my fabric fold. At first, I wanted to use 20 inches because I wanted a very big head bonnet. So just focus on the video, okay? When you fold your fabric into four, the way I fold mine, you just measure it all round with the sizes you want. As you can see, I was just taking the 20 all round like that. You just take it round so that you will get that very perfect cycle. Okay, so yeah, like so, you just take it all around until you get to the end of it. Yeah, like so. So after I measure it all around 20 inches, by the time I cut it, it was extra big. When I say big, I mean extra big. You are going to see it right now. After cutting, I will open it. You will see it was really, really, really big. So as you can see, my people, it was really big, extra big. So I have to fold it again. As you can see here, I fold it again. I wanted to say, okay, let me make it 18 inches. I took out 2 inches, making it 18. At the end of the day, it was still big. Yeah, I actually started to make the head bonnet at my working place. That is why you are seeing one of my colleagues there on the video as she appeared. Yeah, I started doing it at my working place. I couldn't finish it, so I have to brought it home. So at the end of the day, as you can see, I have to cut it again. This time it was perfect. I cut it with 14.5 inches. So as you can see, this blue, so that was the same size, 14.5 inches for turning it. So this bonnet, you can wear it the both side. Okay, so this is when I was cutting the strap. Okay guys, so at first the wide of the strap, I mean the width, 7 inches, while the length was 72. Okay, then here I want to give it that V part where I will sew the strap at the back, 3.5 inches where I mark, then the other side 3 inches, as you can see, just to cut it like V, but it's not that V, just like where I will sew the strap at the back. So I just mark it like that, then cut it off. So now I'm going to sew that place, this V part. I'm just going to sew it. I'll be back. So after sewing, this is what it looked like there. So I wanted to sew it gather sew. Okay, you see, I've finished sewing it. So I was trying to use the thread, to make gather for the cap. I did not wanted to put elastic. My plan from the beginning was to make gather, but at the end of the day, it was so difficult. I don't know, the machine was not that tight. It was so difficult. I have to lose it. I saw it twice to make that gather sewing, but I couldn't get it. At the end of the day, I have to brought it home because before we finish for work, I couldn't finish. I brought it home. I have to sew it all around, turn it. Now I'm measuring 1 inches because I'm going to put elastic band since I couldn't make the gather. So how I cut the elastic band, you measure your head. So my head all around was 22. So that 22, I minus 2 inches away to cut the band. I cut, I think 20 or 21 for the elastic. So I'm just going to face the elastic inside. Just in case you want to sew this kind one with strap, if you want to use elastic band like the way I'm using now, I measure 1 inches because my elastic band is 1 inches. If your elastic band is 1 inches, I will advise you to add half inches to it so that you will use that half inches to sew it without sewing the rubber band. That way it will still be perfect. So, but I was just very careful, not to sew the band so that it can still fit properly to my head. So this is the strap as you can see. So I fold it into two like this. After folding both sides with 1 inches, press it down with iron, then you fold it like this. I press it down with iron before I will sew. So now I'm going to mark the center part of this strap, okay? The center part, you just make it equal. Now I want to cut it, shape the end of the strap. I want it to be like form of a ham. This is the shape. You can do any shape you like. This is the end of the strap, okay? So the next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to fold it into two equal parts so that I will mark the center of it. Yeah, like so. Because this center of the strap will go to the center of the head bonnet as well. So I just mark it down. Then from this center, you mark 10.5 inches because my round score is 21. So divide by 2 will give you 10.5. So you will mark from the center 10.5, the other side 10.5. You see it, 10.5 this side, 10.5 the other side. That is for the round score. I have big score. So now I will turn it. I'm going to sew from the back. That place I mark, I will not sew there, okay? I'm going to sew from that 10.5 to the end. Then I will sew from that 10.5 to the other end. As you can see, I will just sew it down. Yeah. So after sewing, I'm just going to turn it out like so. Now this is the head bonnet. I will also mark the center of it. As you can see, this center of it will go to the center of that the strap. So yeah, exactly. I'll pin it there. Sorry, lest I forget, guys. At the end of the day, after sewing it, I discovered that the hair strand that I sew was short. It was not enough for me to tie. So I have to lose it and add extra 40 inches to both sides. 40 inches to this side, 40 inches to this side. So altogether I added 28 inches more, meaning 28. So guys, welcome back. Time to try our head bonnet after sewing. So let's try it on. So I'm going to be wearing the both side. So I will just tie it the way I know. I know there are people who are perfect when it comes to tying all this kind of hair bonnet. So I will just tie it the way I know. So continue washing. So guys, this is the end of the video. If you like the video, please leave your comment, share it, subscribe if you have not subscribed. God bless you. I appreciate. Bye guys.